Hello, hello. This is Pat with Petresca Papers. I'm out in the Bluebird Bungalow and I am going to do some creating and I'm going to do some work. I don't know if it's work, play in my new junk journal. I created this from ice cream bar box by Haagen-Dazs. I did it on camera with a really not great video. It ended up being filmed in time lapse, so and I slowed it down. It's very choppy, and again I apologize, but I want to do some things in my journal other than put it together and put in the pages. My goal today is to do a front pocket, a back folio, and maybe install a couple of things that I've done as freebies in the last while. So I have my book, and we can talk more about that as we go forward, but I will link that video below. I've got some papers. These are, I don't think I've given you the shoes, and I have to double check if I can. I don't know if they're in the public domain. I have to check on that. They should be, but I'm not sure. If they are, this will be a freebie. This is from the Little Lace Houses earlier this year. I'll link that video, and it's also a kit. I've got this. These are from, where's the lid to that? Over here. That is from the Hydrangea box, the little blue Hydrangea box, which is in a kit. I'll link that below along with the video. These are just some extra circles I have, and I think I'm going to use them as pockets. This, I am not sure where I got this. This was a kit. If I can find out whose, I will let you know. This is from the Bluebird. Is this, no, yes, no, I'm not sure. There's a kit that this is from. Let me see if I can just look up here and see. I can't pick it out right off the bat. It should have it labeled, but I don't see it. I'll link that below. And I think this is from the same kit. I'll find it and I'll link it. Then I've got this. This is from the little tags, little label hidden paper clips. I don't think I'm going to do paper clips. I think I'm going to cut them out and use them as labels. This is again from the Little Lace House. I've got a couple of my doors from, I think, last year's doors paper clips. I'll link that. This, I'm not sure. I think it was with this, and this again is that Little Lace House. I'm going to make these into some tags. I'm not sure. I just got to write. Oh, these were from 3 French doors, and I want to come up with a way to use that, not as a standalone booklet. And I've just got a variety of other papers and things, and I put together some of the things I'm going to use. Some flowers, some tags I was working on. I've got my distress oxide in there. I've got some labels. I've got some double-sided tape. My glue will go in there, and this will kind of just go with me if I'm going in the house or if I'm going elsewhere to work. I also have some lids of the little boxes with tags and some of the little inchy paper clips, and I've got some stickers and labels and stamps, just various things, and a piece of this ribbon, come on, that I cut off of here. I just love that color, so we'll see. So I'm going to cut right now, check and make sure I'm filming the right way, do a few little things in preparation, and then I will be right back. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is a little folio on the back of my album right here. And this will be right now probably as I'm working on it to store some of the items I'm working on, but eventually it will be where I'll put notes and quotes or different things that I want to collect. So this is what the page looks like. This is a freebie that I offered, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was last year. I'll link that below. It's a small folio, and this is how it looks. And what I do, I use it as a template. So I'll print it on the one side, then I'll flip it over, and then I print my print on the back. You can also print if you want a lining on it. You can print it, and then turn it over and print it again. I'll link that video. I'm not going to use the back, which is what this is. I am going to use this one. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to use the two flaps and this flap. I'm not going to have these kind of closures. I'm going to use a little Velcro closure. All right, so let's get started. I will need to have need a scoreboard that I want to score down each of these. So I'm just going to do some scoring, and I just want to say thank you for watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. If you are one of my subscribers, it's always great to have you back. And if you're new, I hope you will help my channel grow by subscribing, leaving me a thumbs up, leaving a comment. I love comments. Okay, so I've got those two. I have that. Need to see if they're the same. They are. Lovely. And I'm going to, let's see, I think I'm going to be generous with this because I am going to score it to fold. So I'm going to give it I'm going to give it a 1/2 inch. And then I want to score this at a 1/2 inch also. Probably doesn't need to be a 1/2 inch. So let's see what we'll have as far as height. That's good. Okay. All right. This can go away, and I need to do some distressing. I'm using Vintage Photo. I think, do I want, I think I want to bevel, or not bevel, but trim those edges, kind of like a tag. This that I'm using is a little tool that I created out of an old, well, this is a Disney card, but you could use anything by cutting off different sizes of edges, and you can use it to get a tag shape. Oh, that must be part of my distressing. This needs to come off. And let's do distressing. And all those edges and along there, and probably inside. I'm not loving inside. I may end up doing something with that. Not sure. I probably, in retrospect, should have double-sided printed, but we'll make it work. So I hope everybody is well, everybody is happy. If you have children, they are probably back in school. If you're a grandma, your grandkids are back in school. I don't have children at home, and I have a few grandchildren still in grade school. They're back in school. They're not happy about it, but they are. Okay, so let's see how we're going to put this together. Let's see, I need something to keep you down. We use this. Are you heavy enough? I think I'll just fight ya. Okay, so this is my top. This is the bottom. I could have made it wider, but I was going with the template size. So we need to make some guide marks. Okay. So I don't want, yeah, it can be quite tall, can't it? Okay. We got it even? I think so. Let's get a pencil. Come on, where are you hiding, pencil? I think that's got some of it. I'm gonna make a little line there and there and there. There, there. Okay. So let's put some glue on here. And match that up to my little marks. And same thing on the bottom. There. This up, and then these are going to go right like that. So basically this becomes the lining. You know, I'm not loving this. I think I need something on it. Let's see, what do I have? You know, I printed out just a piece of copy paper. This would have been smart to have figured this out before I committed. So I am going to come back and glue these on. So be right back. I got so involved I started putting the flaps on, and I wanted to show you. So I have covered the top and the bottom flap, and then these are the little side flaps. I probably should have drawn a line, but I'm just going to eyeball it. Well, what I'm doing is I'm matching up that bottom edge, and I can see that at the top. Okay, so just like that, let's put, well, I'm not ready for that because I want to do, you know, looking at this now, I think I want to do something in here. What do I want to do? Should I go ahead? This I didn't cut big enough, or that could have worked. But I didn't. But don't you feel like it? It feels like it needs something. I'm not worried about these little white flaps. So I'm going to cut this. This is cardstock, but I'm going to still do it. Okay, 3.5 inches by, it looks like just a little less than 7.25. So what did I just say? I get two numbers, 3.5. Give me a sec. I didn't cut. You're gonna wait for me. Okay, 3.5. And just a little less than 7.25. Well, I'm going to do 7.25 and then trim some off if I need to. Yeah, I need to trim off just a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Now, will those still fold in? Looks good. All right, a little distressing these edges, and I think I am going to put a pocket in there sometime. Okay, here we go. Let's get it put down. Am I gauging that right? I'm not. I was going over this edge, so I need just a little more off, I think. Yeah, I think so. There we go. And that, and that. Okay. Something that could have been very easy had I double-sided printed it. Got a little more complicated. Okay, so let's put a little out of these. These, I think I've given you a link for these before, and I'll do it again. They really are so nice and small, and they kind of disappear. So I'm going to put there. You really can't even see it. And then the fuzzy I'm going to put on top of it. You can hardly see it. And then just push it down, and then carefully pull it up. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to do some decorating on that, but I want to move on to my front pocket. And what I want something for my front pocket that's going to be quite, will hold some things good. I mean, thicker. Yeah, good. I'm so good with my words today. So, I've got my ribbon. I need to count for space for that. So I want it can go over this edge just a little. So I think I'll go 5 inches. And I think I'll go 5 inches. I'm going to go 5 inches square, but I am also figuring that 5 inches, I'm going to add in my fold. Now, this was meant for that. So now because I cut this, I'm shy a little bit. Did I cut another piece? No. And I really do want this, so we're going to adjust. It'll only be 4 inches tall. All right, so I can keep the white on one side. Let's see, where is my Tim Holtz ruler? There it is. So if I figure I'm going to do an inch on each side, so 7 inches. So I'm going to cut there. And I'm just going to be brave and hope I can cut straight enough. And on the bottom, we won't do it quite as... Okay. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so for these sides, I am going to do a score at 6. Did I not cut this long enough? It's 7. Okay, I'm going to score that at 6 and then add a half from it. So if I'm over here, I've done a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch. Then I'm going to flip it around, and I'm putting this all over the place. You're probably so confused right now. Hopefully it'll make some sense in a minute. And for the bottom, so how big are you? You are 5. You ended up 5 inches. But, so I'm going to do that 1/2 inch thing again. I'll just do the whole thing. Ooh, are you straight? No. And there. Okay, so now I'm going to do the folding. And then I'll do some edges. So that folds back on itself. Not very cleanly. Let me trim that. Let's look at you. You're about as bad. And then let's fold this up. Wait, exactness is not happening today. And I want to get rid of that white. Let's chop that off. And I'm going to cut that white just a little off, I think. Do I need it all off? Yeah, I do. All right, and then in here, you can see better this way. I'm going to cut out that corner and angling it. All right, so this is the size of the pocket. Let's check and see if we have to make adjustments. It is too big. Now, how in the world did I mismanage that? I think it's because I allowed an inch and didn't use the whole inch. Right? Right. All right, so let's cut. Holy moly, we're gonna cut there. I think I heard somebody yelling, "That's not right." Okay. All right, come on back. You're not done yet. I'll trim you just a little more off of you. And then let's do that 1/2 inch. And that's exactly what I did. I allowed an inch and I only used 1/2 inch for that gusset. Okay. Now, is that better? That's better. Okay. Stress a little bit along there. Oh, gotta cut that off. And along there. And along there. Okay, now when we put this on, I want this fold to be behind because I don't want it to catch every time. I want it to kind of slide down. So I think I'm going to put double-sided tape. I think. Where's my thin? Where's my thin double-sided tape? Have you taken a trip somewhere? No, this is not thin enough. So it's going to be glue. Here we go. I'm going to put glue on each one of these little flaps on the side. And enough down here so that this can stick to that, kind of folding it up onto it like that. And fold that down and glue on there. All right, here we go. I really don't want to glue it onto you. Okay. Come down there, and there, 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 there. And I see what I forgot. I wanted a little thumb notch. Oh well, that's easy enough. Easy enough to solve. Let's see, what size? Probably the bigger. Okay, let's see, can we do this? We got enough to get inside there? Oh, come on. Can't see. Yes, there we go. I'm gonna center it. Okay, not too bad. Make sure I've got it down. And it's a pretty good thickness. I can put a little booklet in there. All right. Now, one of the other things I wanted to do to this, I've got shoes. Where's that one? There it is. Oh, look, it is just perfect. Cut that off. Stress that. I think I'm going to have it be a pocket. So I will leave the top. Where are you? Could do a belly band. Do I want to do a belly band? No, I think I'm going to do just a little skinny pocket for little things. Okay. I think I'll keep it up off of the edge just a bit. Like that. Let's see, I think I've got some small things in here. Like what? That little stamp I can, ugh, not the right color. Let's see, what else have I got? A little label. Oh, I've got my hydrangea that I never used elsewhere. That can sit there. Now on this back, do I want a shoe on there? Oh, you know what I want to do? I don't know. Will this work? Let's see. Make the green better. Kind of. I think I'm going to make it into a pocket. It's a very tall pocket. I think I'm going to cut off the yellow shoe and have it be a 2-shoe pocket. That. So we'll go yeah, put glue on the bottom. Like that. I think I'm going to fussy cut out this shoe. Let's see how we do. I've got so many shadows. Okay, we're going to go around there. We'll leave a littlest bit of a white edge. And down there. Bow. Around the bow and around the toe. Shadow off and up and down the hill. Okay, let's give it some distressing to cover up my uneven cutting. I feel like it needs something else. There's some French. No, you're not the right color. You're not the right color. Ooh, there's a little stamp. Shoes and stamps. I'm not sure how that goes together. Get this a little distressing. Maybe more of that I want. Good if it were right side up. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. Okay, so you're going to go down first. Oh, I like that side better. Okay, you win. You know, I watch a lot of YouTube, and that's not a secret to you guys. But as I'm watching a lot, I'm just so impressed by how ornately some of the creators decorate their pages. I love it, and I like to do it, but I sometimes think it can be overwhelming. I don't know. That's me. Oh, you know, I should have left that as a pocket. Oh well, too late. You're not a pocket now. Let's get you even so you're not tippy-toe. Okay. So there's the back pocket for goodies to go in. This opens. We're going to need a tag. Tall, thin tag. I don't know if any of my, where are my tags I made? I don't know if any of my tags, they didn't make it into the large and tall. So it'll be something, and I'll create some tags about like that. A couple of those can go in there. Okay. And then in the pocket in the front, we've got that, and we can put in all kinds of goodies, some zines, and we can put in some tags. All right, I am happy with that, and I think I'm going to stop there. I plan to be back, and I'll do some installing of some wraparound pages and some other things, but I think that's good for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll come back and see what's up out in the Bluebird Bungalow. Hey, take care. Bye-bye.